Top 10 Dangerous Water Slides. Number 10. The Vertigo Waterslide. The Vertigo is a 108-foot tall waterslide at Aqualandia in Benidorm, Spain. Riders get dropped through a trapdoor down a steep slide and into the water, which sounds like quite a rush as long as you make it through the trapdoor. Wait, what? According to Australian Broadcasting Corporation, British tourist Jamie Norman enjoyed the Vertigo so much. He went down 3 times. But the third time was not like the others because the trapdoor failed to open all the way, crushing his arms, legs and face. As I felt it scraped all down my legs and arms and then smack into my face. When I got to the bottom, the pool was full of blood. He said, "Okay, so that's terrific." But then Norman was treated by an on-site doctor and rushed out of the park with some free zoo tickets for his trouble. Also, the Vertigo was reopened about 10 minutes later, which neither seems like enough time to clean up blood or to fix a non-functioning crab door. Number 9. The Steamer Waterslide. Canada is the United States' only way more sensible. Well, most of the time, someone at the Calypso Water Park didn't get the sensibility memo. Evidently, because the park is not only operating a waterslide that has proven itself dangerous on a number of occasions. They're also pretending like it isn't dangerous so people will continue to ride it. The steamer, which the Ottawa Sun described as something akin to a toilet bowl, is one of the most notorious rides at the Calypso Water Park. Though it isn't the only one there that has been linked to serious injuries. Steamer riders sit in tubes and then circle a giant funnel before washing into an exit slide. Sounds fun if your inner tube doesn't flip over before you get to the exit. Number 8. Aqua Waterslide. Peninsula Aquatic Recreation Center has a pair of notorious slides, but its Aqua has been linked to an unusually high number of accidents. On one occasion, 2 adults hit their heads inside this slide's tunnel and severed head injuries. Park officials shut the slide down for 10 months. But just days after the reopening, there was another accident. This time a woman experienced severe back pain after riding the atmosphere. And on another occasion a boy fell off the tube inside the ride and was battered around the inside of the ride before he was ejected. According to one witness, the boy lost consciousness for nearly 15 minutes. Here's the worst part. When the PRC facility opened in September 2014, the atmosphere didn't open along with it. That's because the employees who tested the slide suffered minor injuries. Evidently PRC thought they had fixed the slide safety issues, but oops, guess not. The good news is the Aqua slide has since been dismantled and rebuilt. Number 7. The Abrasion Waterslide. The pool was shallow, less than 2 feet deep by some reports. So head meet concrete, lungs meet water. If you made it that far, some unlucky riders fell off the sled on the way down, which would result in horrific pinching injuries, followed of course by head injury. Once you got to the pool, and action park employees didn't bother to wait until one rider exited the pool or was carried off in a stretcher before sending the next rider down. Caution is for wimps. So collisions were also common on this ride. Sounds like fun, right? Number 6. The Black Hole. The Wet n Wild Water Park in Orlando was no more, and that means its most notorious waterslide has gone the way of things that go into black holes. Many of the park's troubles revolved around a ride called the Black Hole, which the Orlando Business Journal described as a twisting ride where guests shoot down a dark tube on a 2-person float. The Black Hole injured one man in 1994 so badly that he sought and won a $1.73 million judgment against them. Eastmont Park in 2000, the man said he was struck by something in the dark, and when he arrived at the bottom of the slide, he couldn't move his legs. Doctors had to insert a titanium plate into his neck. Number 5. Versucht Waterslide. It's awful when anyone gets injured or killed while out doing something that's supposed to be fun. But the absolutely horrific way that this child died makes it hard to even ponder that alone, put down in words. The Schlitterbahn Water Park in Kansas City wanted bragging rights as the world's tallest waterslide, so they built a 170-foot tall monstrosity and named it Verifed, which means crazy in German. Then a 10-year-old boy named Caleb Schwab got on the ride and was decapitated after his raft caught air and his head struggled pull. Number 4. The Canon could Jonesy Lube. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the world's most infamous waterslide, so infamous that Rogers had to be hosed down to improve their chances of actually making it to the end. So infamous that even Action Park's most daring adventures didn't want anything to do with it. So infamous that it closed down after a single season. This was Cannonball Loop, which frankly looked like an interdimensional hamster habitat. It was long and black and ended with a loop at the end. That looked so improbable. You had to wonder if it ran on a pact with the devil, because it certainly didn't have anything to do with the laws of physics. According to Gizmodo, the Cannonball Loop was opened in the summer of 1985. But it only lasted for around a month before it was shut down by the New Jersey Carnival Amusement Ride Safety Board because all those other crazy action park rides were okay, but this one evidently crossed the line. So who were the few people insane enough to ride the thing? Mostly action park employees who were given $100 in exchange for maybe never seeing their families again. In Action Park's defense, though they did send dummies down the thing first, never mind that some of them came out missing crucial body parts. Number 3. Leap of Faith Waterslide. It's located in Atlantis Paradise Island, Bahamas. Leap of Faith has a vertical drop with a length of 60 feet. The dangerous part comes when you're moving through a water tube that is yet again surrounded by sharks from all sides. Number 2. In Santa Waterslide. Brazil. With a name like the Inzano, you know what to expect. This waterslide in Brazil is something else. You basically fall down the slide at breakneck speed, and then plunge into the water at the end. And Santo has been listed in the Guinness Book of World Records, and brave riders plummet down the slide at a nerve-shredding speed, reaching around 65 miles an hour. This is one of the tallest water slides in the world. This thing is a whopping 41 meters in height. That's the same as a 14-story building, so it was bound to have terrible injuries associated with it. Riders experience speed over 65 miles per hour on their referring way down to the bottom. They say it's so steep that your buddy barely touches the slide. You're like floating in mid-air most of the ride. Number 1. Shoot the Rapids Center Point. Shoot the Rapids was a long film water ride located at Center Point in Sandusky, Ohio. The ride was built and designed by Inter-Ride, a subsidiary of Intamin, and opened to the public on June 26, 2010. Riders get to go down a massive slide while on a raft, with up to 10 people fitting on one raft. The ride was decided one of the worst injuries and incidents in waterslides history. The ride was being pulled to the top of the hill. When it malfunctioned, the RAF was sent hurtling back down the hill before flipping upside down. 10 people were stuck in their seats, trapped underwater with no way out. So these are all the top 10 dangerous waterslides. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.